Good morning, everybody. We are so happy to see all of you. My name is Katelin. I am a care team coordinator at CarePartners. And today I have some friends with me and we're going to talk about hobbies. And hobbies are really can be anything and everybody can have any kind of hobby. But I have some props here with me to talk about some hobbies. I have a really neat basket. So you can't see it, but I'll just pull things out. Some of our hobbies could be scrapbooking. This is a scrapbook that my mom made me when I was a kid. It's a lot of really embarrassing pictures that I don't show my children because they'll make fun of me. And let's see what else I have here. I have crochet. You can crochet or knit. This is a blanket. It'll keep you nice and warm in the winter, all 2 weeks of it here in Houston. And let's see what else I have. Oh, I have headphones. You can listen to music with headphones. A lot of people love to listen to music and enjoy any kind of music they can think of. I know my friend Craig really likes music too. Now, let's see what else I have. What is this? We've got some gardening tools. Look at this, a spade. Now, when I married my husband, I informed him that I will never do yard work. And he had to be okay with that. And he said that he was, and it turns out that I was a liar because when you own your own home, it actually is fun to plant flowers and rip up bushes and do all kinds of fun stuff in the garden. I've enjoyed that. Let's see what else I have. Shoes. You can run or walk. Walking is so good for you. It is so good just to get outside and breathe some fresh air. Anybody can go outside and just breathe that fresh air.
Katelin, I like walking. And I like to walk around the old clock tower. It's a great way to pass the time.
That's true. That is true. That's great. I wonder what else we have. Now this one, you'll like this one. Well, at least I like this one. I like to paint. So I have some of my painting supplies. And I paint pictures for all of my kids. And one of my favorite ones I'm going to show you is one that I did for my husband. Let's see. Check that out. Can you see that? I really like it. He is kind of geeky, and so it's very appropriate for him. Oh, here's one for an appropriate season. Sports. We've got football. I bet I have some others. Softball. Does anybody play softball? Oh, reading. How many of you like to read?
I read all the time.
Oh, that's
reading
great.
too. I read a lot. And I'm also a bird watcher, so I like to read books about birds.
That is fantastic. Was that a flamingo?
Yes, flamingo.
Did you know that flamingos are not born pink, but they turn pink because of the kind of shrimp they eat?
Yeah. So do you know why hummingbirds hum?
No.
Oh, because they don't know the words. And do you know why birds fly south for the winter?
Why?
It's too far to walk.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. That's true. That is so true.
This is the time of year when the hummingbirds are coming through. I'm getting hummingbirds at my feeder these days.
Are you?
Yeah.
That is so cool. I love birds. I love watching the birds. I'm not a bird watcher though. I'm not that skilled. Let's see what else I have in my bucket. So, what do you think this is?
Cooking.
Cooking or baking. Like we could bake cakes or brownies or lasagna. I like lasagna.
So what do you call a gluten-free spaghetti?
What?
An impasta.
Oh, that was good. That was good. Oh, here, you might have a joke for this one, Iris. What about this? You know what this is?
Fishing? That's a fishing
Fishing.
net, right? Well,
Yeah.
yeah, little Eddie and his mom were digging in the garden for fish bait. And Eddie was excited when he found this wiggly little creature with many legs. The mom said, "That won't work for bait. It's not an earthworm." So Eddie said, "It's not? What planet is it from?"
That is great. Okay, I have one that you may not have a joke for this one. My friend Becky taught me about this one. This is paper folding.
Pretty.
So this is a giant flower. Y'all are gonna laugh at me. I used pages from my old seminary texts, which is probably not what they were intended for when I bought them. But then we've got this one. So paper folding, I really have enjoyed. That's a new one for me. Oh, here's one. Ow. I just stabbed myself with my bucket. So these are, can you guys see these?
No.
These are not going to be easy to open. They're beads.
Oh.
So you can bead necklaces or bracelets, or during Halloween time, I use these beads to make spiders. I really like Halloween. So I think that's about all I have in my bucket right now. Iris, why don't we move to you?
Are we ready to do our devotional this morning?
Yes. Tell me
Okay.
your favorite hobby. Is it bird watching?
Oh, yeah, I do love bird watching, but I also like reading a lot. And I just read a book about Mount Everest. It was a cliffhanger. And I had plans to read a book about sinkholes, but they fell through. And lately I've been reading a book about anti-gravity. I just can't put it down. So that brings me to our devotional. Do you have a hobby? Maybe you had a hobby, but you don't do that anymore. And some people are reluctant to start a hobby because they may not excel at it. I was recently reading that people are a little afraid of not being really good at their hobby with all the social media. And my husband used to be a golfer, but when he wasn't winning or beating his own score, he would get very grumpy. So I said, the point of having a hobby is to enjoy it. So he gave it up, and together we took up bird watching, which puts a smile on our faces. So does your hobby put a smile on your face? I hope so, because smiling is good for you. Smiling causes the brain to release happiness-generating chemicals into your system, even if it's a fake smile. This creates a feedback loop. The more you smile, the more you feel like smiling. Fake smiles held long enough become real. Takes a little bit longer for the chemistry to kick in, but it still works. Sounds strange, but making a big old fake smile and holding it causes calm and mood elevating reactions in your body. So let's get comfortable in our chairs. Take a couple of slow breaths like this. In through the nose. Let it go out through the mouth. Now start to make a smile. Allow a very slight smile to come to your lips. Can you feel your lips smiling? feel how happy your lips feel. Slowly let that smiley feeling spread over your face. Notice that and tell yourself, my upper lip is smiling. My chin is smiling. My cheeks are smiling. My nose is smiling. My eyes are smiling. My ears are smiling. My whole head is smiling. Let that feeling of smilingness travel from the top of your head to your shoulders, your hands, to your belly, and all the way down to your toes. Now let's give it away. Imagine feeling that smiling feeling is spreading to people in your house and out into the world. Now, let's take a couple of more cleansing breaths while we give thanks for this experience of smiling and sharing our smiles. Smiling could be your new hobby. As the song goes, it's what you wear from ear to ear and not from head to toe that matters. Now, I think Katelin has a little film for us to watch that will keep us smiling.
Oh, it started early. Can you guys hear it okay?
Yes.
Okay. Man, Iris, thank you so much for sharing that video with us. That made me smile. So I do think that now it is a really good time for us to get our bodies moving and our hearts pumping and big deep breaths. So Margaret, what do you have for us today?
Okay, let's get started. We're gonna just move around a bit and
Let's get ready for exercise. Sit straight in your chair. Feet on the floor. Arms free to move about. We'll start with a good deep breath. Ready? Inhale. And let it out slowly. All right. Rub those hands together. Get your good warm.
Warm them up.
Keep it up for a while. Now, let one hand massage the other.
Massage. Hands, your fingers over and up.
Now the other hand. Down deep.
There, that feels good.
Now rub one arm real good.
One arm.
All the way up
And down.
And now the other arm.
Your other arm.
That's right. Time to work on the shoulders.
One at a time.
Massage one at a time. Get it down deep. Now the other shoulder.
Shoulder.
All right. To your legs.
Now your legs.
Rub your legs good.
Thighs.
Warm them up.
Shins. Your calves.
Now give them a good massage. Now to the back of your neck.
Back.
Rub it good. If you're wearing glasses, take them off and place them in your lap.
That would be sit down. Move on to
Now,
our
start with
head.
your forehead.
Side of
and
the
rub that
forehead.
part out there. Feel good.
You feel good?
Yes.
Now move on to your temples.
All right, move to the sides and over the temples. Down to the cheeks.
Down to the cheeks. And we're going to be ready to move on.
And back to the jaws.
Next one.
Sit straight in your chair.
Straight.
On the floor, ready to slap your legs. Slap 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Slap
7,
your
8.
legs.
Stay with me.
Slap your
Don't
thighs.
confuse.
Slap your knees.
Feel the beat. Now get ready to swing the hands in front of your body.
Swing your hands.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Like
7,
the
8.
three in a band.
Back and forth. Like you're leading the band. Now get ready to tap your toes.
Tap your toes.
And clap 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Clap 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Feel the beat. And now get ready to lift your heels and lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Can you lift your heels up?
Let them bounce. Feel the beat. Now get ready to clap your wings and clap 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go and use. Work those arms. You should be warm and ready to
I
go.
think we are warmed up in here.
Whew.
Now we're going to work on our,
Lift your foot off the floor and be ready to roll your ankle.
see if you can roll
your
your ankle,
Round and round.
round and round.
Make that toe go in a circle. together. Toes together, heels together. Toes together, heels.
Toes together.
That's right. Turn them in and out.
Can't see my feet.
Toes together, heels together. Now get ready to lift your knee.
Lift your knee.
Lift one knee and then the other. Pick it up, put it down. Lift one knee. Now the other. Get ready to scissor your legs now.
You can scissor them up.
Scissor your legs. Up and down. Just like if you're walking. Scissor your legs. Up and down. Now get ready to kick your foot.
Kick your foot.
Kick your foot. And then the other. That's right. Kick it out. Kick one foot. Now get ready to point your toes. Point them away. Curl them right back. Push them away. Bring them right back. Feel the stretch. Away and back. And now get ready for a big breath. Take it in and let it out slowly. And relax.
Okay, now the next thing we do is going to be at a fast pace. So just be ready.
Get ready.
We're going to slap and bend and cross and flap.
One.
Ready?
Slap. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bend.
Bend.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cross. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Flap.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Elbow. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Switch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pound. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Switch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Tap. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Switch.
Left foot tap.
5, 6, 7, 8. Finger. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Switch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And we're going to slap.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And
Bend.
bend.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cross. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Flap.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Elbow. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Switch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pound. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Switch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Tap. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Tap
Switch.
left
2,
foot.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Finger.
Shift your finger.
We're done.
That's all.
Fantastic, Margaret. Thank you so much.
Okay.
That was great. Feel good. Margaret, what's your favorite hobby?
Well, I do like to read and I love to walk, but I also enjoy putting together puzzles.
Ooh.
I haven't
Those are
done this one
really,
yet,
that looks really hard.
doesn't it? It's a lot of the same color.
Yeah, that's really cool. Thank you, Margaret, for sharing your hobby.
You're welcome.
So a few people have asked about the quilts behind me. My mom made this purple quilt right here, and my grandmother made this green flower quilt over here, and I wanted to share with you one of my treasures. These butterfly squares were made by my great-grandmother, and all of the women in my family were handed down some. My aunties got 4, and all of the cousins got 3. So one of these days, I'm gonna get off my behind and have them framed and hang them in my house.
So Katelin,
Ooh,
some-
yes.
something to keep in mind is that people will see your quilts long after you're gone and not your housework.
That's true, which is a good thing because my husband's better at it.
And I can't remember any more sewing jokes. I ran out of material.
Oh my goodness. So I'm gonna have to share that one with my mom, I think. She likes that. So crafting is really big in my family. Like we're all, especially with the women, we all are some kind of crafty, whether it's woodworking or painting or really anything. And so crafting has come in handy during this time of COVID because what do we all have to wear now? Masks. So my mom sent me this really great mask tutorial I think you guys are going to like. So I'm going to share my screen here again. And here we go. It's on the next slide. If I can figure out how to get to the next slide. There we go. DIY face mask tutorial with Kay.
Hi there, I'm Kay Pruitt, and I'm going to be making some face masks for my family today. And I thought I'd bring y'all along and show you just how simple and easy these little face masks are to make. You do not have to be an expert sewer. I am certainly not. I've actually borrowed some of this stuff from my sister-in-law, but I promise you, if I can make a face mask, so can you. All right, let's start sewing. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is cut out 2 square pieces of fabric that are 9 by 6 inches. I've made myself a little pattern. You're just going to lay it on top of your fabric, and then we start cutting. And that's it. You just start following around. Oh. See, that's what I get for not wanting to wear my glasses on camera. So we're just going to cut all the way around your little bit. You don't even need pin. So we're going to cut out 2 of these squares, and then we'll meet back up when we're done. Okay, we have our squares cut and ready to go, and I'm going to set those aside. And now we are going to cut our elastic. I'm going to use this little tool this time. And we need to measure out 7 inches. And I have a handy little ruler right here on the bottom of my mat that I'm going to use. So 7 inches. You make these numbers so small.
I just saw her fingers.
7 inches. Cut that. Great. And I'm going to do a second one. 7 inches. There we are. Okay. All right. So I've got my elastic cut. I've got my 2 7-inch. And it'll go around our ears, and we are ready to sew. Okay, we have our 2 squares of fabric facing each other, and we've laid down our elastic up to the corner, sticking out like a piece of bacon in a BLT. Or if you are vegan, a nut. And now you're ready to sew. Slow that down just a little bit. There we go. And then you're just going to make a seam, but before you get to the end of your fabric, you reach through, and then you're going to take your elastic. Ooh. Shoot. Oops, I think I just sewed my shirt. Let's see. Oh, goodness. I think I got a little skin. Okay, so I had a little snafu back there, but it's okay. I was able to save my fabric and finish hand stitching the other seams. We open the top so that I can turn it inside out, and we can put the final touches on our washable, reusable face mask. Okay, we aren't going for perfection here. Protection. These don't have to be pretty, y'all. They just have to cover your mouth and your nose.
I hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I do, because anybody can learn how to sew, right? So let me see. I have one more video that I want to share with you guys. And it's not necessarily about hobbies, but I hope that you guys will get up and dance and enjoy some of the music, but more importantly, check out who is dancing in this video, because you guys will get a laugh. Let's see if I can do this again. Well, there we go. Shake it off, Senior Citizens Edition. Everybody get up and move.
We never stay out late. Go to bed at 8. That's what the kids say. That's what the kids say. Got my hip replaced. I need hearing aids. That's what the kids say. At least that's what they say. But we keep proving that our age don't ruin the fun things that we're doing. Gonna dance all night, doesn't matter if we lost our sight. Cause the team's gonna text all day, typing out DK and baby. And we're not gonna get what they say. Shake it off. And our back's gonna break. And our teeth may be fake. But baby, we're just gonna shake. Shake it off. He's got an ARP. And life alert for me. But we still get frisky. That's what they don't see. Check his tennis balls. Rolling down the halls. Swagger going slow. That's what they don't know. We'll be pill popping. Won't keep us from stopping. The beat just keeps on dropping. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 92. Cause the team's gonna text all day, typing out DK and baby. And we're not gonna get what they say. Shake it off. And our back's gonna break. And our teeth may be fake. But baby, we're just gonna shake it off. Shake it off. I shake it off. Shake it off. I shake it off. Shake it off. I shake it off.
My ex-husband brought his new girlfriend. Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna shake. The fellow over there with no more hair, why don't you come over and we'll just shake?
Cause the team's gonna text all day, typing out DK and baby. And we're not gonna get what they say. Shake it off. And our back's gonna break. And our teeth may be fake. But baby, we're just gonna shake. Shake it off. Shake it off. I shake it off. Shake it off. I shake it off. Shake it off. I shake it off. Shake it off. Shake.
All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that. It was meant to be funny and get you up and moving and dancing, and it just cracked me up, y'all, when I found it last night. It was great. So, Carmen, I think it's time for a game.
Yes, definitely.
Can you
Man,
tell me your favorite hobby first?
say that again?
Tell me your favorite hobby first.
Oh, actually, it's kickboxing. So I'm all warmed up. I think Margaret's workout was more than my kickboxing class, though. That was great. And so is that song. So I hope everybody likes games. Normally, I would have teams, so everybody's just going to have to be their own team today, and hopefully we're all winners. What we're going to do is charades, and the guesses that you give are the hobbies that people do and enjoy. So I'll do the first one real slow, okay? So we get an idea of what's going on. It's 2 words, okay? And the first word is, here we go, flap those wings. So I hope y'all are getting the first clue. If you guess this,
Bird.
you got it. The second half of it is, my beautiful hand. So,
Watching.
this, the word is bird watching. Give yourself a point if you got that one. Okay?
Yay.
Okay, our second one. Now, if you're a kept woman, you're not going to get the first half of this one. Some of you guys might recognize this. Okay, this is our first clue. And if you guessed oil, got that. Second clue. See what's going on here? Did anybody guess?
I have an idea.
Second half was this.
Oh,
So if
painting.
you guessed oil painting as a hobby, give yourself a point. All righty. Now this third one is probably not very popular, but it's a great one for charades. So we're doing this one, okay? First clue.
Glass.
Yes.
Glass.
Here, so if you guess glass, you got the first half and the second half.
Oh.
So if you guessed for your second half,
Flowing.
glass
blowing. That's great.
glass flowing. I wish I had a little sample, but they always look so nice when people
They
do
do.
glass flowing. Okay. Now, oh, a famous person had this as a hobby. I might give you extra points if you can guess the famous person. First is 2 words, okay? Or 2 clues. The first clue, hoping everybody can see this. It's a roll of something. Guess what this one is.
Carpet maybe, or a rug?
Carpet.
Okay.
Carpet.
If you guessed carpet.
Carpet.
Got the first clue. Now for the second clue. This should be an easy one.
It's
This
a
is our
tree.
second clue.
Hmm.
So if you guess this, you got it right. Can you put it together?
Carpentry.
It's
Car-
right. Carpentry. And who's a famous carpenter we all know? You guessed Jesus. Give yourself 7 points. So we'll go with the biblical number. No, 12. We'll go for a bigger biblical number. So that one's carpentry. That was one of my favorites. Okay, let's see. I hope y'all are still with me. Okay, we got this next one. Now, this one we've talked about. I need to move this up. Oh, let me move this down so you can see. All right. Here's another hobby. This is more advanced, so stay with me.
Oh my goodness.
This. I like this one too.
Stamp.
Okay.
Stamp.
You're good at that part of it. But if you guessed stamp, you got the first half. Now this is our second half. Follow me on this visual. You got to guess what it is I'm doing.
Oh, I think I have it.
Give me some guesses out there. If you
Stamp
guess
collecting.
then you got it. Hold on. Let me move my
That was
camera
some
back.
very enthusiastic stamping. I have to say.
Now, who knows the proper word that you would call somebody who's a stamp collector? This will give you some good extra points here. Any guesses on what you really do call a stamp collector? A philatelist. Big word. Maybe give yourself 50 points if you guess philatelist, because I've been told that's what it is and I always forget. That's just not a very common word. Okay. All righty. My gathering team, let's see. Okay, here's another one. Okay, we got 2 parts to it again, and I'm not too sure about this first part. I went back and forth on what to use as a prop. So, I don't know if you can tell what these are. I'm gonna put it up.
Those
Aw.
pine needles?
They are, but we just need
Needle,
one.
Needle.
needle.
Okay.
Okay.
And so if you guess needle, you got the first half. What
Okay.
am I doing? Oop,
Point,
is that too close to the camera?
point.
Oh,
Margaret was doing
Pointing.
during her exercise.
Point.
needle point. I love it.
Needlepoint is it. Very good. I wish I had a sample for needlepoint, and I don't have that either, but that's always really nice to see. Okay, let's see. This next one we did talk about. And, sorry. Let's see. Let me grab it. Again, we have two words, okay? And the first half, got these things here.
Oh, fabric of some kind.
Yes, yes. Oh, that's true. All of you that sew or quilt might know what this is.
Quilting
Another
square.
word for this. So it's pieces of material,
Square.
all different shapes. Well, not shapes, but all different varieties of prints. And they're just like extras. So what would we call them?
Remnant.
Scraps.
I was even going to use scraps. Very good.
Margaret got it. Yep, scrap.
Okay. So let's get the second half back again. Okay, for our second half, I've got
Books.
Scrapbook.
Oh,
Yes.
scrapbooking.
very good. Okay, so if you got book for the second half, scrapbooking for it all, give yourself a point. Very good. All righty. Okay, now we're getting more advanced here. Okay, my little
Okay,
gathering team. We need you advanced people to get ready for this one. Help out. Let's see. Okay. Here we go. Now this one, probably not some. This is a new hobby, so I'm thinking most of our guests probably aren't familiar with it, unless you've got grandkids that love fashion and love new things. So our first clue, and it's two words. Our first clue is right here. I'm getting them close so you can see. Maybe give you a little visual what this is.
A nail?
It is a nail. Okay. And for our second half, hold on. Got some more props. I've got a print here. I've got a canvas painting here. And I even have, my daughter made this in high school. It's a sculpture. I don't know what it's a sculpture of. Of course, I told my daughter I love it and I keep it in our living room. So what would you call this beautiful sculpture my daughter made? And these paintings and this print? There's a word for all of these things.
Yeah, I heard it. Is it art?
I heard it. Yes. So if you guess nail for the first one and art for the second one, nail art is a hobby. And I went ahead and printed out what it looks like. Here's an example.
Oh,
Wow.
that kind
Whoa.
of
It's
nail.
all different kinds, and I don't think I could ever do this or even would want to try, but it is
Fingernails.
impressive.
Yeah, I got
So-
my nails. That's all I got.
All righty. Okay, here's another hobby. It's probably not that popular, but we'll see if you can figure this one out. This one also has two parts, even though it's one word, okay? And the first, I guess I should say first syllable, B. Ready? Very carefully.
And
This is our first clue. I'm not even going to tell you what it is because I want to make this more advanced. But the second half sounds like, so we got to remember, the second half sounds like something that rhymes with
B.
first half is this one. And the second half sounds like or rhymes with, don't you love my bee? I just kind of threw this together.
Yeah.
I do love the
love
bee.
I don't know what I'm going to do with this bee when I'm done, but I really do like my bee.
I'm stumped.
I could have said rhymes with tree, but I was just so tempted to make the bee. So, okay, our first word, if you guessed
Bend.
Arch.
Arch.
Oh,
Oh.
I didn't
You
get
guessed
it.
Arch and Riley. I told you
Archery.
this was for our dance people. And for those who don't know, archery is when you when you shoot a bow and arrow. That's archery. So that's why I thought that was not a very popular hobby, but it is a hobby. Okay.
That was impressive. Yeah.
I had to throw that in because my son's taking archery at Texas A&M this year, and he's really enjoying it too. Okay, now this is my last one, and this is a tough one. It's a hobby, but we're going to use, just like the philatelist, we're going to use the proper name, so it might not be that familiar to you, but I'm pretty sure the hobby's familiar to all of you, even you men and women out there. Okay, so let me get my prop. And we're going to go back to the drawing board. So I'm going to lower this so you can see it, okay? Let's see. Can y'all see my easel?
Yeah.
My other
See
prop.
most of it.
Okay, let me go ahead and lower it some more. There we go. This will be good. I'll make sure I stay in the frame. Okay, this is for all my advanced guessers who love games. I'm going to give you all 20 points if you guess this one. Alrighty, for 20 points. Anybody who took engineering courses probably seen these things, these little tools. I still use them all the time. So right now, I'm drawing a lot of something. And I guess what I'm drawing is a noun, but you got to make it a verb. He's going.
I got it.
Yeah, I think I got it too. Iris, what do you think?
So if you see here, I drew a bunch. Let me turn this back up. Okay. I drew a lot of what?
Fishing.
Angles. If you said angle, you're right. And the word for fishing as a hobby is what?
Angler.
Yeah, I guess that's the person. Is it angling though? Is the hobby and an angler?
Yeah.
Some-
Angler is the person, yeah.
I
My
didn't mean for
dad,
this to be- Go ahead.
My dad was a fly fisherman, yeah.
Oh, okay. So he was an angler and he did angling. So we got lots of new words today. That's so good. And how do we say this word? Philatelist.
Philatelist.
And that is our stamp collector. So at least you walked away today learning something new. And I really appreciate sharing my game with all of you. And I miss having y'all at the gathering. Hopefully that'll come again soon. And thank you, Katelin, for filling in and doing
Thank you,
this work.
Carmen. That was fantastic.
Okay.
I loved it. So, two things.
Carmen.
You're
Yes,
welcome.
thank you. Two things. I wanted to remind everybody that we have a Zoom Common Ground on Tuesdays at 10 and Wednesdays at 2. We have a bunch of resources, and the one place to find all of that help and resources and information and news is on our website. It's www.carepartnerstexas.org, and you spell out Texas, Texas. So if you need anything, our website is the first place to go, or you can find us on social media. Now, I will say goodbye, but I wanted to play one more video for you guys. So if you want to sign off, because we're a little over time, that's fine. But if you want to dance a little bit more, like Miss Trish might, we're going to close out with this video. Let's see. I'm going to try. Hold on. Here we go. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Oh, I love this song.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here. You can take a break.
I'm gonna make everyone move.
I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm bring me down. Your love is too high to bring me down. Can't nothing bring me down. I said, cause I'm clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Bring me down, can't nothing bring me down. Your love is too high to bring me down. Can't nothing bring me down. I said, cause I'm clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Hey, hey, hey. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Hey, hey. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Come on, come on, come on.
Hold on. I don't know about you guys, but I definitely want to retire there. That looked like fun. Have a great day, everybody, and we will see you next Thursday.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye, Caitlin.
Bye.